Hi guys,
Harry Hollis.
here he is. Can
Yes, mate. You are.
you hear me all right?
I can hear you absolutely fine. Can you hear me?
But yeah, you look gorgeous as ever.
Stop it, Harry. I miss you already. It's only been one day.
I know, it's nuts, isn't it, mate? How you been keeping? How's the family?
Oh, mate. I'm just happy to see my dog more than anything. Like, she's just my best mate. And
Yeah,
she was here when I got back, and I was just like, yes.
I woke up this morning, took my sister to school, and I was like, I'm going out for a walk. I'm going out for a walk with my dog.
Yeah, mate, I just need to. I haven't walked down the street in so long. It's just like, I feel like I've just not been in public for so long, and now here we are, been
Yeah,
released to the world. So, this is Instagram Live. This is in September. Let's go.
yeah, I've never done Instagram live in my life, so I mean,
No, I can't imagine we're going to be very good at this, but we'll still go for it.
no. Well, who we got here? We got Mackenzie. Hi, Mackenzie. Got Victor.
Mate, these are coming in so fast. There's 2,500 people on this, and they love everybody who's watching this video.
Absolutely. That's all right. We've got some questions from you guys from Instagram earlier. We can only have two people on at a time. I'm gonna get each of the bandmates on one after the other. But we've got a few questions. I'll jump right in.
Go for it. I'm ready. Before you start, I've just seen quite a few. Where's Matthew? Where's Jacob? They will be coming on. You'll get rid of my ugly mug after I've answered 5 questions, and they'll come on and answer one. So don't worry.
That's it.
Let's go. Do
So,
this.
without further ado, at amber.a.m.baker. Hardest part of getting to where you are now.
Ooh, the hardest bit was when I was, first starting doing music, and I was in my bands. I made a band at school. It was like playing in pubs, and there'd just be no one there. Do you know what I mean? You'd just be playing for like an hour and a half, and there'd be like one man and his dog in there, just kind of chilling. You'd just be playing like indie covers and stuff like that. So, to be able to go from there, where like no one, not even your mates from school would want to come and watch me sometimes.
Yeah,
Bad. But like to go now to be playing arenas, it's just like it makes critical reaction for life. Let's go. And it just makes it worth it.
yeah. I think I also just saw Ramina's join. So big up Ramina, big up Y Change. Serious love for Y Change.
Why?
But yeah, man, like exactly the same. Like we both had similar starts to music, and you do get playing in working men's club. You know, playing like Oasis cover to 10 people, and then doing an Oasis cover in front of 2.5 million people on BBC One. It's absolutely mind blowing. We've got big Mickey Bishop as well. Mickey,
Let's go.
call him. We wouldn't be here without. He's one of the best, one of the most talented people I've ever met. He captured all the amazing parts that you don't see, on stage. You've got some questions for me. Go straight.
I brought mine out as well. I feel like we're on a little game show here. Again, apologies for any pronunciation because I can't speak well at the best of times. So it's at Gabriella Guerra Talave says, which song was your favourite to sing?
That's hard. I'd probably say "Zombie" by Jamie.
What, before you met us?
No, I would probably say. I mean, getting to do an Oasis song on like BBC One, that kind of hits different. But I think "Drag Me Down," there was just so much to it. It was just such a. It's just the perfect song to rock out with your boys to. So I'd probably go with "Drag Me Down."
Yeah, I completely agree. The feeling of that song, like when we're done, you could see like we just started hugging each other. We were like, yes.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go straight in again though with another question. Again, pronunciation not gonna be there. Giada_M says, "How tall are you all?"
How are you going to ask me that? You picked that one out specifically because you know how short I am.
Without your heels, because you're wearing heels on stage, you look normal height, but I just want to out you in public.
I am normal height. I'm actually average height for a man in the UK, thank you. I sit at a very, very average 5'9". Thank you very much, Patrick.
I think Jacob's about the same, isn't he?
I think a little bit taller.
I think Matty's like 6'3". Matty's I see you, Matthew. And I'm like 6 foot. I'm just in the middle, but Matty's a giant. And
Yeah, yeah.
See that in the comments.
But he's got tiny little feet. You know, like if you took the shoes off a Barbie doll, that's what his feet look.
Yeah,
Quite weird. Right, let me go back in. Kenza here we go. Kenza Katani, 19. Who is the biggest workaholic in since September?
Biggest work in terms of, well, I think in terms of music, we all graft. You know what I mean? I feel like we wouldn't have had the connection that we have on stage without us all putting in the same amount of effort, because there just would have been that one who were all just like, come on, you know, make more effort. But we all, like, you know, after week one, we weren't impressed with our performance. All of us went into that studio with like the most focused mindset that I've never been in a situation like that, and we all grafted so hard, and you know, this is the result we got from it.
Yeah, that's it. I think, you know, that they're long days. They're super long days. How many times you're up at 5 a.m. and you're there till 9, running. You know, over and over the songs and filming and having to do all these different things. It gets quite tiring, and obviously people peak and trough at different points.
Big time. I call Matty Motivation Matty, because I've never met a man so driven, so focused, and like so positive mindset. You know, he was just always there.
That's it.
The peak. You know, like, every time I was down, it was like Matty just come in the room. He'd be like, "Stop being in a bad mood," and you'd be like, "Oh, okay."
Yeah. Sorry, man. Sorry.
No, you were all right as well. Don't worry. You just disappeared after 9 o'clock and went to bed, you granddad.
I am a bit of a granddad like that. Yeah, you know. All right.
All right, let's go in again. Anna Catherine 99 says, "What's your favourite song to sing in the shower?"
Oh, I'm going to take a bit of an Elon Musk pause to answer. So I'm just trying.
Your time. Well, wait. Follow us on Instagram.
You know, it's probably something like Stargirl by McFly. Yeah, it really is.
Great choice. That was quite a regular in the van on the way to the studio, wasn't it?
It was, yeah. And then, you know, I never forget getting home and the second we got through the door, just putting on McFly. Tonight is the night, the song that they played on Little Mix Search week 2, and everyone just going absolutely bonkers. Oh, sorry.
He's gone. Oh, he's back. Yeah, I got you. Stargirl. I mean, it just that song will always remind me of this competition. I think, you know, pretty much every day, either on the way there or the way back to the studio, it would be on in the car. We'd be banging on the roof.
Yeah.
Like getting up, you know, it just cheers up no matter what. Like what an incredible song.
I think my proudest moment was also the moment I was probably more terrified at this point than I was for the final, and it was when the MC said, you know, McFly were just chilling on stage and we were waiting for them to be ready to start filming, and they said, "Right, guys, should we listen to a McFly song? Any requests?" And I screamed at the top of my lungs, "Year 3000," and there was like a second where I was like, "Is Danny going to throw his guitar at me?" And then the laughing, so I was happy, but we dodged a bullet.
Oh, I completely forgot that happened. That was like when Chris Ramsey went for a socially distant selfie and you went Dermot O'Leary on 3. 1, 2, 3, Dermot O'Leary. That was just unbelievable.
Yeah, right. So we've got @_Gabby_OA. What were your family's reactions to the win?
What were my family's reactions? Apparently they just screamed. Like, I literally got back today, and apparently my mum screamed from the moment they said since September to like when the credits started rolling, which is like a long time to be screaming. And my nan just like started laughing, just didn't stop laughing all night, like just couldn't contain herself, you know. Everyone was just buzzing. Like, I'll come back and I had like Go Since September on a banner outside my house, so like they're just the biggest fans, really. I think they were just buzzing. They were just buzzing.
That's awesome. And you got the best family. They're so supportive. And
what about yours? What do they do?
Yeah, well, I FaceTimed my mum not long after we'd got backstage, and I thought somebody had died. The look on her face. I couldn't. If it was like happy tears or she was absolutely devastated, but she was happy. Of course, she was absolutely over the moon. She could not stop crying. And like I said, when we got home, there's a big banner out. You know, since a picture of me like this.
That is just I love a Harry Hollis victory face. You know, Harry Hollis is unbelievable.
My victory meme, isn't it?
There's so many, yeah, unbelievable. I can't wait for people to just like pick up on the fact that your celebration face is just brilliant, and then for them to start since September memes, by the way.
Needs to be.
Um, yeah, if they're watching, continue your incredible memes. You know, especially of Harry's face. Right, I'll go in with another one. Where's another one? There we go. At Slitherhuff, which I assume is a Harry Potter reference, which I rate. Why since September?
Again in September, you know, and that was obviously we'd seen each other in phase 3 after the. Really, it's kind of just a nod to when we started, really.
Yeah.
And I know how forgetful you are, so I thought it'd be a good reminder.
I just need reminding, you know. I need to know when our anniversary is.
More for you, Pat, and then I'll let you go.
Cool.
At chips_and_chocos.
Yeah.
Any cool moments you've had with any of the other groups on?
I remember after we did the Youngblood performance. This was like pre-COVID. This feels like another life. So we were chilling in this room after we got through, and all the other bands who got through were in this room. And it was the first time I've met Ash and Verse from Wire Change. I was just chilling in the corner of the room with a guitar, started playing, and these lads come over. I didn't even know them, I'd never even met them before. And they just started like freestyling bars over my guitar. I was just like, whoa, like, these guys are sick. These guys are so good. And I was just playing the guitar, and in my head, I was just trying to come up with a hook in my head. It was like the word, I can't even remember it, but it was really bad. But it just had a probably simple melody, and I was like, yes, let's sing. Started singing this hook, sang it, and I like pointed at Verse, and then Verse just started rapping, and it was just
those guys.
I felt like I was just like making music off the cuff, and it was a really cool moment. Like those two are so talented.
So you know, they're different, man. They're different.
So I have one more for you, and then I'll let Matty or Jacob come on. I don't know who's on, but I've got one more for you. All right. Antuj, one. Is there a bromance story to tell?
I think there's more than a few. So me and Matthew were sharing a bedroom in, as you saw on one of the VTs, we were sharing a room in the house, and I'm a sleepwalker. Now me,
oh my God,
that I woke up in his bed. I vaguely remember sleepwalking around, like waking up, and he was telling me what you did in my bed, and he just said that I was sleepwalking and got stuck in my bed. So, yeah, that was I guess you could call that a bromance, maybe a bit more.
I'm gonna leave. So pick up the 2,000 people who put up with my voice, and yeah, thank you very much. We'll see you at an arena near you very soon.
Love you, Pat.
Love you more, Harry. Leave.
Right. Oh, how do I do this? How do I work my phone? Right, Matthew. Let's get Matty on. Matthew. Where is he?
Yo, let's go!
Gorgeous Irish face.
Yo, let me get a seat because it's about to go down.
How you doing, mate?
Yo, bro, you know the vibes, bro. Wow.
I know the vibes. You missing me?
Bro, look at these cozy cheese balls from Ormond here. I'm missing you. Yeah, I'm missing you, bro. It's been a day.
I know.
Weird waking up without you in my bed.
I was just talking about that to Patrick.
I know. Oh my God, I was creasing. Bro, let's go. What's happening, bro?
I've got some questions for you, bud.
Yeah, bro. I've been studying, bro. I've been doing my homework.
Yeah.
Yeah, hit me.
Right, here we go. At Emily KRS_. That's what we're going to go with. Did Harry offer anyone any his eyeliner after the final? Or for
Wow. Did Harry holds on to Harry sleeves with his eyeliner, bro. He ain't sharing that. He said, listen, no, Harry requested eyeliner. When Harry came down after, everyone can wear what they want, but as soon as he came down after getting the eyeliner done, I said, Jackie, makeup, this needs to go. This has got to go. No, but I love it. And there's only one guy that could do it. And to answer your question, no, he didn't share it. I'm sure he was willing to share it, but I just don't think it was right for the rest of us. Harry killed that.
I still haven't been able to get mine off. I've been scrubbing away at it, and I've got
I know
by many people that I need something called micellar water or something like that. I don't know what.
Oh,
Hopefully,
why don't I? Jacob just texted me saying he has to go at 7. So why don't I hop off, let Jacob on, and then I'll come back on.
yeah, let's do that.
Jacob has to go. I'll be back in 15 minutes, guys. Jacob's on the way.
Hey, JJ, here we go. Here he is.
Oh my goodness me.
Would you look at that mush?
I've just got out of the bath. Of course I bloody have.
Of course you have. This man had a bath every single day in the house, sometimes twice a day. The only day he didn't was on the final.
It actually was, wasn't it?
Yeah.
I celebrated in different ways that night. What can I say? And a can of Coke.
Yeah. Lots of cans of Coke.
You know it.
Yeah, yeah. Full fat, never diet.
Never.
Right. Jacob Fowler, I've got some cues for you, bud.
Oh my gosh. Shall I be scared?
Yeah, you should be absolutely terrified.
Oh,
No.
goodness me.
They're all lovely. They're all lovely. Right, at eva.bds. Who's the person that's most proud of you?
I think like family's like a very typical one. Of course, my family, because they know from day one how hard I've worked hard, but you know, like how long I've been doing it. But I think my friend Matt, you know Matt.
I know.
I think Matt is probably I think he's very proud. I think he's known me for like the past 3 years, so not the longest out of all my friends, but like he's been with me from the very start when I started doing like pop music, let's say. And yeah, I'd say Matt. And Matt's
We've got to just go straight on them.
Mhm.
At Ingles_Larry's top 3 countries that you guys would like to visit. And whilst you before you go on, I'm listening. I'm just going to go get my phone charger, plug it in here, but I'm listening.
Go on. I'll entertain the crowd. I'm thinking, I have been to the USA, but I've only ever been to LA. So I think I'd like to go to New York. Like something like Madison Square Gardens would be amazing to play. So yeah, let's say New York, but that's obviously USA. I think Brazil. We seem to have so many South American fans, don't we? Like,
Yeah.
it's unbelievable. I think Brazil. So many people are supported from Brazil, and it seems like an amazing country. So I'd quite like to go to Brazil. And then what's the third one? Oh, do you know what? Maybe. Where are the Northern Lights?
Oh man, how are you going to ask me something like that on Instagram Live?
It's Iceland.
Yeah,
Or
yeah.
even if it's not,
It's got to be something.
I'm going to, because I'd like to. I love. This is my favourite thing. Don't know if anyone's ever been to Centre Parks, but when you go out, you can like swim outside at night, and it's all foggy and misty, but you're all warm in the water. I love being in water, guys. Obviously, I have a lot of baths, and I'm a Pisces.
Exclusive. Jacob has gills.
But when I'm on, I just love the idea of being in hot water and it being really like cold above you. So I'm going to go Iceland, and I'd like to go in like the or like the lagoons and stuff like that.
Well, we were in serious hot water on week 3.
Week 3?
We were in some serious hot water then.
What do you mean? Oh, right, I see. I was like, what? I thought you were like getting onto exclusives there, and I was thinking, what happened? What did we do?
Oh, no. Never.
Yeah, I'll go with USA, Iceland, Brazil.
Nice. I like that. I can't read my own handwriting here, but I've got at Holanasas, places you're most excited to perform on tour. PS, see you at the O2.
Well, thank you so much for booking tickets for the O2. That's absolutely insane. I can't believe we're performing at the O2. That's the number one. Like, I reckon. Well, obviously, I'm from Nottingham, so Nottingham's a massive one for me. The Motorpoint Arena, and that's where like my family will probably come and see me for the first time. But like, I mean, funny they mentioned the O2. I go to university in Greenwich, and the O2 is in Greenwich. So to play the O2, obviously that's just like the biggest, apart from Wembley. Like, well, it's the biggest arena in the UK. So definitely, yeah, I say Nottingham, but then the O2. I live in both places, so I'm going to go the O2. I'm going to say the O2 is the biggest one for me.
A question for you: which ones are your family going to come to?
I think. Well, I reckon they're going to want to come to a few, aren't yours?
Oh yeah.
had a chat about. I don't know if you spoke to this on. I missed a bit of you and Patrick, but I think we've had a chat about all of our mums coming to the O2 like one and sitting with each other. I think that'd be so cool.
That'd be awesome. They're in a group chat called the Hot Mummers.
No, they're not.
They are.
Oh my goodness me.
Bless them. Right, I've got 2 more questions for you, Jay. And then I know you need to get off. I've got at pippa.batemans. I'm going to read it how she's wrote it. What was you like backstage at Little Mix, The Search, vocal coaching, rehearsal schedule, question mark.
The days were crazy, weren't they? Like, they were crazy, but in a good way. Like, it wasn't hard work in a, oh, I just want to get home. It was like this is my dream and I'm living it. Like, sometimes we'd be up at like 7, which isn't that early, but then it's how long you go for, you know, and things change so last minute. And like, obviously we were filming every day on the side for like the VTs and stuff, but we weren't in the actual like live shows every day, obviously.
Yeah.
But like, we had like vocals for at least like 2.5 hours every day. We'd have like choreography, but obviously we don't dance, but you still have to, because of the cameras, you have to choreograph where you're going to walk, where you're going to look, stuff like that, who you're going to interact with. And especially for us, because we're all quite sporadic. Like, I mean, I'm behind the piano a lot, obviously, but especially you guys, like, it's very free. It's not stereotypically choreographed.
Yeah.
You still have to sort of work out when you're going to do it, because if you guys are playing guitar and then you do like one of those mad jumps, you obviously have to know how you're going to be, if you're going to be able to do it or not. So like, we had choreography, we had styling was fun. You go up and sort of like, they have rails and rails of clothes, and you have like five outfits to choose from, and they're like, oh, we'll have this top from this, we'll have the bottoms from here, and it's all very like what do you call it, like together, like no one just picks something for you and says you've got to do that. It's 100, and that's probably been the best thing about this show, is how much they've respected like our opinions. Like, obviously we still trust them as people, and we think that, you know, they've got our best interests at heart, but even like the Little Mix girls and all of the people backstage, everyone's got your best interests at heart, so you trust them, but at the same time they listen to you and take into account what you're comfortable with, which has been amazing about this show.
Yeah, I mean, on that, you know, she asked about vocal coaching, and I don't think we could have this conversation and not mention Josh.
Oh, 100.
I think his act was all about the vocals, or all about the vocal, mad vocal. Yeah, I mean, that man is just a genius. I can't, you know, I have no words for the talent.
It's amazing. He's Little Mix's vocal coach as well. Like, we were so lucky to be able to work with him. That was what was so good about the show as well. Little Mix brought all of the people that they work with onto the show. It wasn't just like they didn't, you know, they just got someone else to do it, because they easily could have.
Yeah.
They got the people that they work with and that they know, speak to, you know, behind the scenes. And it was such a family, like, yeah, it was just such a family. Everyone knew each other. Like, Josh, who was our vocal coach, would like liaise with the girls, and, you know, Don, I mean, we need to mention Don. I know he's not vocals, but Donovan Hepburn was our musical director, and he was just insane. He was only with us because I think he did work for the other guys as well, like if they needed tracks doing and stuff, but because we played instruments, we got a musical director, and he's just like, him and Josh, like, they're pretty much the reasons why we're here, aren't they? Like, they were unbelievable.
Yeah, 100%. I mean, yeah, we are since September, but they are as since September as any one of us, you know. And so a Little Mix, you know, it was just one big family, and it showed how much Little Mix wanted the show to be successful and how much they cared for us.
Oh, I mean, massively.
All right, mate. I know I've got time for one more question with you.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah.
Yeah, cool. Right. At Million Mayor, have you dealt with performance anxiety, and if so, how do you cope with it?
This is a good one, because I don't necessarily get performance anxiety, but I mean, you guys know I get before I go on to perform, whether it be like theatre or any kind of performing, I like to get into my zone. Like, and I mean, I think the first time when we performed I Knew You Were Trouble, I sort of went just before we get called on to go to stage, and we're behind the scenes. Like, some people, like you guys, like love a group hug, and that's so important. But then I just love to sort of take myself away and like sit down and really just like think, and I don't like anyone to speak to me. Like I think I remember actually you like came over to me like, are you okay? And like it can come across like I'm really nervous and anxious, but that is how I almost deal with anxiety before it gets to me. I just get into my own head, and I'm not even necessarily thinking, right, these are my lyrics, these are my words, because the more you start thinking, oh, what's that verse, you start to forget it. So if you just, as long as you know you've done the practice and you're comfortable with it, you're always going to know the practical, like technical stuff. It's more the mindset of, right, I need to go out here and prove why we're here. Am I back? Wait,
I've got you, mate. I've got you.
am I back? Did it go? 20% battery, honestly, can't beat it. But yeah, I like to just sort of.
You love me, and yeah, it's something along the lines of, yeah, I love Harry. I could never do this without you. Please.
But yeah, I like to go away sort of like 5 minutes before we go on. I like to just have a few minutes to myself, and then you have the big group hug. I mean, like we're all amazing for getting each other, especially you three. I mean, my dad said to me earlier, he said, do you think you would have, obviously this show wasn't about solo acts. He said, like, do you think you would have made it to the end as a solo? And I said, like, no, it's so important that, like, if I'd have gone on one of these shows as a solo act, I wouldn't have, because I've needed the sort of confidence from you guys to bring me onto the stage. And do you know what I mean? I'm not wording it well, but
no, you're entirely, man. Like, it's the same here. I wouldn't. Essentially, we couldn't have done it without each other.
Yeah.
For way more than just the one reason that we don't even have to go into. But I mean, backstage, at home, we're always there for each other, and that's exactly how it's got to be. But buddy, look, that's all your questions. So I'll let you get going. I know you're a busy man.
I'm a busy man. I'm a busy guys. I've just got so much to do. No, joking. I've just got little things to do. But thanks so much for having me on.
This is your band, mate. You don't have to say thanks for having me on.
No, I just, thanks for thanks for having me on the Since September band. I know you're verified and stuff. You kind of a big
Love you, mate. I'll talk to you in a bit.
See you later. Bye bye.
Oh, Jacob.
I'm back.
There he is.
Here he is. Let's go. I was told to sit down, bro. Everyone asked me why I was pacing around the room. I get nervous now.
Hey, man, I'm just a normal bloke. I'm just a normal person. I'm just like you. Don't get nervous.
Oh, Harold. Jacob in the bath, bro. I'm trying to see Jacob in the bath the next live video. We got a lot of comments about the bath. Oh, the whole gang's here. Wow.
The whole gang. Should we get back into it?
Yeah. Give me a question, bro.
Right, at Josie Tyke, what advice would you give somebody hopeful to make it in the music industry?
Josie, I'm gonna say the advice I would give. Okay, let me gather myself real quick. The advice I would say is, wow, don't give up, Josie, because I don't know. I just think don't give up. I know I'm in a hyper mood, but like you just can never give up. If it's something you really want to do, like if you want to be the best accountant in the world, just don't give up on being the best accountant in the world until you're there. And like with music as well, obviously it's so hard because there's so many people. But like, I used to go home and like, I used to like lie in bed at night sometimes and like, worry that like, oh, maybe I'll stop this because I embarrass myself and it's just never going to work. And then you just got to find the place in your mind where it's only positive. Once you're there, once you went there, like I went there, like you can't stop, and you just see bright light where you go. And I think you just can't really give up, can you? Me and you know it the best, bro. You just can't give up.
That's it, man. And to be fair, I'll hold my hands up and say that after having done it for like 10 years, I started super young, like when I was like 8. I got to the point where I was like, I'm giving up. I've given up. I had a good job, and I was, that was me. And then I saw that Little Mix were doing this show, and I thought, God, let's give it one last push. And then imagine if I hadn't done it.
I know, honestly, I'm laughing here. Everyone's slagging me in the group chat saying Josie's going to be the best accountant. I didn't mean it like
that. Mate, question 3, Max O'Neill _S. I'm from Ireland and so proud of Matthew. How amazing will it feel playing 3 Arena with the girls?
Wow, that one's different, bro, because I've been to the 3 Arena so many times.
Yeah.
Everyone's still talking about the accountant thing. When I go to the arena, like it's just I go there obviously to enjoy music and stuff, but I just look around and I'm like, wow, I have to play there one day. Ever since I was like 16 and I started going there, I used to like just look around and I honestly feel in my belly, like, I have to be one day because like for 13,000 people to be in a room looking at the one group of people, you know, it just meant so much to me, and I was always convinced it had to be me. And for my next gig with you guys to be in the cheer arena, like, oh my god, like that one hits different. Like it's the equivalent of the O2 London in Ireland, you know. It's kind of like it's just it's gonna be so special, especially with you guys, because I always rant about it to you guys. Like I always tell you how much I dreamt of playing there. So the fact that we're opening there, I know we all have you know, venues on the tour that are close to home for us. I think you're Birmingham, aren't you? Birmingham,
Yeah,
close.
Birmingham's just up the road. Yeah.
Obviously Nottingham for Jay, and then Patrick in Manchester. So like we're gonna obviously like we spoke about how we might like, you know, adapt the sets on those nights to like let the person feel at home in their hometown. But yeah, man, it's just gonna be so exciting.
You know the vibes, man. You know the vibes. I think right. I've got 2 more questions for you.
Lauren Bowery's in the chat, bro. She's saying Leighton. Everyone's saying Leighton and not me. Wow. For Lauren Bowery, bro, Melodies? Huh. They're next up, bro. Wow. Wow. I don't even know to go there tonight, bro. Lauren Bowery? Mm-hmm. No.
Yeah, shout out Lauren and Melodies and all the acts. Like, I Change fan, man.
They're our sisters, bro.
For sure. Mate, I've got at Mars Skywalker _S, which was the most memorable moment from the show?
Wow. From the actual show, bro? Wow. I say from the actual show, I think for me is Before You Go, because I don't know, I wanted to sing that song so bad. I don't know if you could tell, but wow. Before You Go, I told you so many times that like I told you guys so many times how like that song was gonna save us if we ever needed it to save us, and it just made, you know, so much sense for us to sing it in that situation. And bro, that song was the most memorable. I'll never forget that, because the rest of it was so. The rest of that night went like this because we had so much fun singing Watermelon Sugar, and then the Before You Go performance was 6 hours long compared to normally just flashing by. Obviously with everything at stake, but yeah, that was it really.
Yeah, that was. I mean, I don't want to talk too much about Before You Go, but it was. It was, yeah, that was different. And when they said, you know, when Leanne said since September you're through to the final, that was just, they're words that I'll never get out of my head. That, and then Chris Ramsey going, since September. I mean, it's still in my head like an absolute jingle.
Yeah. Oh, bro, honestly, bro. Sam Scared, let's go, bro. The whole gang's in the chat, bro. My friend Dara said, get Josie on the live.
Right, mate. Well, guys, everyone that's still streaming, thank you so much for tuning in, and thanks for the support. All the Timbers, we absolutely love you. We can't wait to see you. We can't wait for you to hear what we've been working on. Yeah, there's lots of stuff to come.
Bro, we cannot wait to play for you guys. We are so over the moon that you guys voted for us to win this show. You know, it's crazy now. But
Madness.
Yeah, we just can't wait to we just can't wait to play, because what we love doing the most, we love playing each other. And I think, you know, obviously we only met each other this year, but it's different, you know, it's different. And I just want to shout out Brazil, bro. Brazil goes crazy in the comments.
Yeah, and Chile. Yeah.
Oh, bro. I'm half Brazilian.
We see you, man. We see you guys. We see you guys. Look, we love you from the bottom of our hearts. Thank you so much, everybody. Take care. Live forever.
See you later, guys.